Oh, hey, everybody. So I'm live. Yay! Welcome to Sadie Tells Stories or Sadie Tells. I've been exploring AI for a little while now, and I think I find a lot of people wondering why, because I'm an author and a creative, an artist, and sometimes it might feel a little bit like, you know, a lot of artists are wondering why AI? Why am I doing this? So I thought I'd do this little test live to explain how it all started. I've been a ghostwriter for 7 years, and I think about end of 2023, my younger brother sent me this little kids book, and he said, "Hey, look at this! I wrote this kids book for my son." And I had a quick read of it, and I thought, "Wow, this is really great! I can't believe you wrote that." And he's like, "Haha, I didn't. It was AI." And I thought, "Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, I need to check this out." So I went in and I started diving a little more deeply into ChatGPT. At the time, I believe it was 3 or 3.5, maybe 3. I'm not sure. And I actually thought it was pretty good. It was, maybe a little bit scary. But I wanted to know more. Ultimately, I was like, this is a tool that's here to stay. And yes, it could be used for bad. And we can think about all of the many terrible ways that AI can be used. But I think it can be used for good, and maybe this is the optimist in me, the see the bright side, glass half full sort of person that I can be most of the time. And so I started exploring it. I wrote a few little books and published them really quickly. I just wanted to do a test, and one of the questions was a lot of the time I was asking this AI, who I named Echo. It actually named itself in the first book it wrote, but I liked being able to speak to it. I guess I anthropomorphize my robot, and so I asked it, how it could help the world, um, and I liked a lot of its responses. It's very grandiose. I mean, it wasn't, you know, exactly truthful. Maybe you know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm gonna let that go. Yay, live test. Woo. Um, and go on to a little bit more about what I'm curious about. So, with all the negative things about it, I wanted to look at how AI can be used as a tool to augment my creativity rather than used to replace me. There's a lot of worry and fear right now. I think it's very real about jobs being taken, and how the world is going to change very quickly, and we need to manage this. So I'm curious about a couple things. How, as a human being, does AI help me be even more creative and better at what I do? To be honest, as a ghostwriter, I do not use AI at all. Um, in any of my works, although recently I have started using it to help me visualize, say, what something would look like. So, if I don't know much about something, like say I needed to design what a shipping yard would look like. Of course, I could Google it too, but it's kind of fun to pop it in and see how ChatGPT describes it or Echo would describe it, and then go from there in creating this environment or this world. Recently, one of the cool things that happened, I was working in a platform called Kubrick, which is a really interesting platform to check out. And it gave me an image I did not want. It was not exactly like it came out of left field. And at first I thought, oh, I'm not going to use this image. Why? But then I looked at it and I was like, well, it's really fascinating, actually. I was trying to de anthropomorphize my idea of what a robot was, and it created this very cool image. And then from there, I thought, well, let me give this to ChatGPT then and see what story it writes. And I did that, and it was very cool. So there's that. Looking at augmentation over, replacement. I'm definitely not interested in having it write all of my stories for me. I really enjoy using it as a tool to get me off the blank page. Um, some of the things I've been exploring just for fun for the project, me and my Echo, is a co-writing scenario and different ways in which we can co-write, collaborate, come up with ideas. Um, what's interesting about that, one of the main reasons I wanted to do that was I wanted to, especially in this time of early development, is it still considered early? Sure. I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 months now. I wanted to have kind of a record of one human and one AI, although I have branched out to working with Meta as well, testing some others, but I've only posted from Meta and ChatGPT. So I wanted to test through this time its growth and to have kind of a public record of its growth. I'm sure other people are doing it as well, but I'm doing my version of its growth from the start of the year and continuing on now until maybe we get ChatGPT 5 and to see what that does. So yeah, in summary, I'm looking at it as an opportunity. How does it create jobs? How does it augment creativity? And what is its growth like? Because it makes mistakes and it's not the best writer yet, but it's still pretty cool. Um, I think we're in an exciting time and we could view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a time that we need to be afraid of. That's it. That's me. Thanks for watching this test live. It's rambly. I'm going to keep trying. Okay. Bye bye.